Right, we are here with the mighty Stig, back from his adventures. We are back in the workshop. He is unscratched. We got the side steps are a little bit bent, but other than that, she is a muck. Right, what are we doing today? We are doing a video about fitting the side gearbox, lunchbox, onto the left-hand side of the Defender. Now, when you buy the lunchboxes, they're designed to fit on the right-hand side, which in the UK is not so good because it slightly obscures your view in the rear view mirror. But more importantly, if you live and you park up next to a road somewhere, the pavement is going to be on this side and the road is going to be on the other side. So if you're opening that gearbox, you're going to be opening it on the road side. And so we would rather have it on this side. Now, you cannot mount it because you don't have this hole as standard on a car. You've only got these two holes and it uses the two further apart holes, and we've added this hole. It's not a standard fitment, but even so, even if you mount it in that hole, the gear tray is slightly offset to one side and it actually overhangs the door here, so you can't open the door even if you think you're being clever. You can hang it on the top, no problem. The top mounts are fine, and then that bottom mount's fine, and you could make a bottom mount, but it will overhang to right. So we have made a solution. People have said, oh, can you make it so your Molle plates take the side gearbox? And we have done that, and we have added the holes to the side Molle plate. So this is our V3 Molle plate, and you will notice it has these two extra holes here, a slot here, and a hole here. Now, if you were one of our early adopters, do not fear. We will provide you with one of these templates, which you can put onto your Molle plate, like so. Line it up, and it will tell you where to position your new holes to create effectively a V3 Molle plate. Right. Let us know if you need one of those, and you'll have to drill those holes. Right, and bam. So this is the side gearbox we are talking about. So when you get your side gearbox from Land Rover, it has two hooks that come here and they grip onto your roof rails. So these just unbolt here, and we'll leave you with this likewise. And this is then quite a flat surface. Now, it does curve slightly, so we're going to give you some bolts to go through these holes and these bottom holes here. Now, we also have made it so, put that down for a second. You can, if you want, buy the right-hand Molle plate. You can see the R there, which will go, and that will hang on. And we've also made it so you can put the side gearbox on this one. So if you wanted, you could have two side gearboxes if you wanted. So get some symmetry going on. Right, so, and again, it's going to mount. Now, this side is a bit different because it can use its original mounting holes at the bottom here and here. The only trouble is your Molle plate bolts won't be long enough. So if you're going for the right-hand side, we will give you a kit with some longer bolts. They're nice, aren't they? Something beautiful about those. Right. If you are mounting it on the left, you will also need the 4 sets of bolts and washers and connector screw to form the mounting and spring washer and dome nut. If you're going on the left-hand side, you will need those 4 mounting bolts, and you will need these 2 to mount the bottom mounts. So I didn't show you the bottom mounts, did I, Tyler? So these are these 2 here. Right, so let's have a go. Actually, I'm going to put that down there. Well, I'm going to be up and down all the time. Right, so we are going to show you how to mount this now. Now, this fitting kit has 2 40mm and 2 35mm. The 35mm bolts, you need one of those and a washer and a connector nut. These need to go at the top. It sits slightly closer at the top. Now, you might want to leave them a little bit loose because you've got a little bit of wriggle room, and you might find they don't line up. And what you'll have to do is get the spanner in from the side, and you can get it in from the side and tighten it up from the rear when you're ready to go. Right. And then you need your 40mm and washer and connector nut. Tyler, where have you been for the last 2 weeks?
Deja vu.
Deja vu, yeah. This is the second time we've done this video, isn't it, Tyler? Tyler, you've given the game away.
Oh, no.
We made a couple of mistakes in the first time we did this, so we're trying to be more professional, aren't we, Tyler?
Don't ask how many takes this much.
No. We're trying to do right. So we've glossed over all our defects, like the bit like this, Tyler, where I can't actually spin it on. Right, I'll get these mounted. I'll get the two lower ones and the two upper ones mounted. Right, so they are all nearly tight. We've got a little bit of wiggle room, so we should then be able to grab our box, open it up. Woo, disco ball. That's another story, isn't it, Tyler? Right then.
Yeah, I thought it was actually a jerry can holder.
It is indeed a jerry can holder, in homage to the mighty Jerry McGovern. Am I allowed to mention his name? We'll edit that bit out.
Yeah, or you leave it out and people have to know who's talking about it.
But
Probably guess though.
might have a guess. Right then. Who's biggest fan? Right then. Right then. Here we go. So we have got these coming through. So now we better put a spring washer on. Let's see if these lengths are right this time, Tyler. Right then. Alright, so your spring washer should stop it vibrating loose. And then whoa, just there's a bit of spring in it. Just push it down.
A bit of flex in the plastic.
That's it.
Once you've got a bite, it'll just...
Yeah. Right, there we go. So we can get all those on now, and we'll get them tightened up. So again, you will have to hold. Where's my spanner gone? Where's my spanner gone?
That's always over 10 mils, they run off.
Oh, is it? That's the 8, isn't it? Yeah. Is that the 8? That's the 10. Right. Yeah, you'll have to put that in through the side, but you can see. I'll show you this side, Tyler, where you can actually see. Look, you can go through there, and you're on the nut. So you've got this foam, this little spongy foam. And here, look, Tyler, you can see is a good time to show you that these line up there. And that will be the next bit of the operation, is we will get these, put those through there. Make sure they line up before we tighten anything up too much. Get it all. Right, a nylock nut. Get that on under there. Yeah, so before you tighten anything up, you really want to get, because otherwise you kind of poop yourself. Right.
You one at the expense of the other sometimes.
Right, so we are ready to tighten all those up. So Tyler and I will beaver away and get all that tightened up and checked, and then we'll show you putting it back on the car. Right, we are all tight. So the dome nuts obviously stop you getting scratched inside. You could do it with just normal nuts if you're nylock nuts, but we thought that was the best solution. Right, these then will pop on here. Dish. Right, we are then ready to head over to the car. Whoa. In fact, let's close the lid. Might be easier. Oh, it's going to be in my face. Right then. Whoa. That's one, top one on. There we go, we're good. Right then. And then we've got to get the spacers in. One of them's stuck. So that's one of them is too good. Right then. That's it. Alright. That's what I got this tire. Right then.
Proving how easy it is.
Okay. We got that one, that other middle one. Let me get this end one in. This is where you need slightly hands of a child. There it goes. Once you got it there, it's alright. You can. And then that one there. Sometimes you might need to just push it up with the weight of the. Right, we're ready to tighten all that up now, Tyler. But there you go. I think you can see you've got to put your top mounts on. You can see there that you've got room, obviously, to open the door. We've made it so it doesn't overhang the Molle plate. I'd say by good design, but I think it's more by luck. The Molle plate we designed is just the right size to take the side gearbox. So there we go. If you want to relocate your side gearbox onto a Molle plate, that is the kit. We will put a left kit and a right kit on the website. I can't see many people wanting to buy both because you'd need 2 gearboxes. And we'll get that all sorted. And a template, you'll have to request the template because most people now should be on V3. If you haven't got those extra holes, let us know and we'll get you out a template so you can drill those holes accurately. Good luck with that.